MotorWeek is made possible by Auto Value and Bumper to Bumper and TireRack.com.
When it's time for a new car, buyers have a common dilemma. Should you buy your car with a factory stereo or install one after you buy the car? It's a good question. In her FYI report, Lisa Barrow discusses the pros and cons of buying a car stereo for your new car.
It used to be that factory-installed stereos had mediocre sound and features compared to aftermarket systems. But that's changed. Now high-end factory systems, such as Delco and Nissan Bose, Ford JBL and Chrysler Infiniti, give up little to aftermarket systems in quality. There's a lot of engineering that goes into developing factory-installed car stereos. Most major car manufacturers have their own stereo division for design and development.
At our sound lab, during the design phase of a program, we actually develop the performance specifications for the radio. We can start with a computer simulation of an FM signal and then develop the circuits to adequately produce a noise or static-free sound in the radio.
During this same development process, acoustical measurement equipment determines the best speaker location for a particular vehicle. Here at Ford's lab, these cassette decks are being tested for durability, while power antennas undergo the ups and downs of relentless testing. This lab subjects electronic components to rigorous cold and hot temperatures.
When we test speakers in our anechoic chamber, we're interested in several things, primarily the frequency response. That would be how well the speaker reproduces the low notes and the high notes. We also worry about sensitivity, that is, how efficient is the speaker, how loud will it be for a given amount of amplifier input.
And it goes without saying that testing and developing comes with impressive benefits.
The advantage of the factory radio is that it's designed for the car, and there are a lot of economies that can be achieved in doing that, and so it has a better value dollar for dollar than an aftermarket system that has to be reinstalled. It's financed with the car, so this is often more attractive. It's covered by the car warranty. That simplifies getting it repaired.
But as good as factory-installed stereo systems are now, the aftermarket does offer some notable advantages.
The main advantage of an aftermarket system is self-expression. A person can express their own tastes in selecting the equipment and having it installed.
For the person who wants to expand his stereo system, the aftermarket receivers, for example, typically include features such as preamp outputs that would allow you to add an additional power amplifier, or CD inputs that would allow you to add a compact disc player. That sort of versatility you don't really find in factory systems typically.
Also, the new car models you want may not have a high-performance system available. The Highline factory stereo in this car runs about $1,079. So what would a comparable aftermarket system cost?
We could provide you with an Alpine AM/FM stereo cassette with better frequency response and a better tape section, an Alpine graphic equalizer with twice the power of the factory system, and 4 Alpine speakers installed for approximately $800, and that would represent a $300 savings over a comparable factory system.
Now that's a worthwhile savings, assuming, of course, that the aftermarket stereo is installed in your car with precision, something you worry less about with a factory unit. Today, the choice between factory and aftermarket stereos is no longer a question of quality of components. New car buyers only have to weigh the convenience of a factory system against having car sounds engineered precisely to their personal tastes.